In this video, we will learn how to install Windows operating system using Windows deployment services. So you need a Windows server, first of all, and we are going to install some features in the server. Basically, this is a standalone server, and we require DHCP, DNS, Active Directory domain services, and window deployment services, and a ISO image of Windows Server 2012 or Windows 10 or Windows 8.1 or any window you want. From Windows Vista to latest Windows 11 can be installed using window deployment server. So let's begin our journey. So first of all, I will tell you my configuration. This is my machine, Windows Server 2012, and in settings I have set the network to internal, so it have its own IP address and DHCP services, and also it will not be interfering with any uh, production network. So let's start. Now, first of all, I will install the DHCP server, and for that I need a IP address. So IP address I will give to my machine. So I am using an IP address 10.0.0.0, and subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0. Now I will add some roles. First of all, I will install DHCP. Select the DHCP server and add features. Continue. Next. Click on next, and install. So once this feature installed, we will configure the DHCP server. That will be used in the installation of Windows Server machine. This DHCP server will give the IP of the WDS server so that it can boot from the network. So it will take a little while as per my configuration. So installation has been succeeded. Now you can see here the mark. So click on complete DHCP configuration, click on commit, and click on close. Now DHCP server has been added to the snap-in. So right click here and click on DHCP manager. Now go to IPv4, and here we will build a new scope. Name it WDS or anything you want. The start IP address, which IP address you want to assign, and the end IP address is compulsory. Because I am testing only one machine, if you have a large machine, you can set the scope that wise according to your needs. So if you want to add some exclusion IP address, you can add here. If you don't want to exclude, then it's okay. And this is the least duration how the time the IP address will be used by the machines. So click on no, I will configure the option later on, click on finish. Now click on the scope and click on activate. So that's a part of DHCP. Now again back to the dashboard of server, and now we'll configure the Active Directory. Click on Active Directory domain services, add features. next, next, next. Click on install. So we will be creating a domain name also in the name of techsolutions.com. The installation has been succeeded. Now click on this and promote the server domain controller wizard appears. So name your domain. So sorry, click on add a new forest. Sorry, add a new forest and click on root domain. So this is the forest functional and domain functional levels. So keep it, if you have only Windows Server 2012 R2 machines, then keep it here, or you can lower down if you have 2008 machines. So once you set this forest function and domain function level, you cannot go back. You can always go ahead, not backward. So keep a password here in case you want to recover your Active Directory from the backup. So DNS role will be installed, global catalog will be installed. Click on next, click on next. The NetBase name will be automatically appear. So these are the location of the database and sysvol folder. If you want to change, you can change it here and click on next. Now our computer will be turned into domain controller. Click on install. It will take some time, so be patient. So now the server will be restarted. Automatically it has been restarted. So once the server will start, you will see the domain name / username. The password will be same which you have been using without the Active Directory. So on the first reboot, it takes some time. So depends on your configuration and processor, it will take some time. take a little bit break. Just we are logging in because this is the first time. Yeah, now we need to log in. So you can see the domain name slash administrator. Password is the same you have set. First time you have installed the Windows. Now the server manager appears again. So on the left hand side, you will see the ADT, ADD, SCP, DNS. Now it's time to install the WDS. This is the role window deployment services. Click on add features. Next, next, next. Install. So once this is installed, we need to make one more change here. The DHCP. You need to authorize this server in the ID. So click on authorize. So this is authorized. Scope is ready. So WDS role has been installed. Now click on window deployment. This is management console. Now here click on servers and click on configure server. Click on next. Integrated with Active Directory. This is the drive that will hold the installation folder of the remote files. So yes. Click on respond to all client computer known and unknown. Click on next. So we need to start its services. Click on all tasks and then click on start. Sometimes it doesn't get started. Click on properties, on PX response. So click on always continue the PXE client for known and unknown clients. So these are the options which we need to configure. Now it's time to get the ISO files. So first of all, I need to plug in one ISO of Windows Server 2012. So now I have to go to devices, optical drives, choose a disk image, go to my computer. Now this has been mounted. Sorry. So here we need to go to the sources folder and then we need to get the one file that is boot.vim that is needed to boot the operating system, and one file is install.vim. If you want to install a Windows 10, then this file will be in the sources folder and you need to convert it to Vim using the DISM tool, disk service image manager, that can be installed on the Windows machine. For this practical, I am installing the Windows Server, so these two files will be needed. So now we need to go to the WDS, click on boot images, right click add boot image, browse this PC, go to the source folder and select boot.vim. Click on next. So this will add our image. Finish, and then click on install image, click on add install image, give it a name, select this file install.vim. So if you want to install the server standard or data center version, like I want to select only this file Windows data center, next. So it will take some time depending on the size of the image file, but the integrity will be checked whether this is the original file or it has been malformed. Then the image will be added to the install images section. So wait some while. Once it is added, it will showing, yeah, this is showing adding image 1 of 1. Yeah, now this file has been added in the boot image. You can see here it has a priority value also. So if you want to have multiple boot images, you can install here like Windows 10, Windows 8.1, Windows 7. So you need to disable one of the images to. If you want to install like Windows 10, then you have to have a boot.vim file of Windows 10, not of Windows server. So if you want to install Windows 10, then add a Windows 10 boot image and disable this. So only Windows 10 boot image will boot. So now it's time to install our guest operating system. So now I will add a new machine. I will name it Windows Server 2012 Test WDS. Click on next, click on finish, and click on settings, network, make it internal network so that it can communicate with this WDS machine. In setting also, in system, make this first boot device, and on the original window you need to enable the network boot. So click on start. So this has booted from our 10.0.0.1 IP. Let's see which IP it has got. from the DHCP, from the first server, go to DHCP. Click on IPv4, click on scope, then address list is so 10.0.0.2 has been assigned to this machine. This is the unique ID. So this is now booting. So the setup has started. Now click on next. So it is showing now window deployment services. So you need to enter your credential here of domain techsolution.com/administrator and give your password. So now the image we have added is shown here. Click on next and click on next. So the session has been initiated. The Windows is getting installed. So this is how you can install the operating system via WDS. Thanks for watching. And one thing more I will tell you of this WDS. You can also see in the console like if you have any pending devices that need your approval, it will get here. So if you want to install driver, then you can install the driver. The driver will be automatically added to the images. So this is how it works. Thanks for watching.